Hello mother people. This is going to be sort of a stranger video for me to do because I've never really gotten this personal with you guys, and I feel like that I just needed to. I needed to get this off my chest. I needed to tell this story. It's going to start off sad, and then it's going to get epic and weeby, and here comes my cat. You guys get to say hello to Midnight. Hello Midnight. She'll chill on my lap for this part of the story. So I need to tell you guys just a little bit of a tale of me. So as some longtime viewers of my channel might have known, I used to struggle with an eating disorder. I will not say the word, but yeah, it started in about late 2017, probably the summer of 2017, and carried on until about August of 2019, and it was some of the worst years of my life. It was just, I wasn't feeling good about myself. I was really overweight, and I just got very obsessed with the weight loss and just how it would make me feel. That I was clouded by endorphins, and it was not a fun time. It was really not a fun time for me, my family, or really anybody else who was around me at the time. I lost friends, I lost relationships. Some of them, or most of them, thankfully I've built back up now, and some of them I've sadly lost. But we're all here now, and that's all good. But this whole thing caused me to discover a series that I don't think I ever would have until I got into anime, and I wasn't expecting this series to strike as much of a chord as it did with me, and that series is Berserk by Kentaro Miura. Now, I haven't finished reading the story, but the moment I discovered it, it struck a chord with me and what I was going through at the time. I've just been slowly reading it throughout the years, just trying to take in as much of the story as I can as it comes out, or as I get my hands on it, because I like to collect the Dark Horse volumes, and they're really hard to come by, and they're very expensive too. But yes, anyway, back to how these two tie in. So I discovered the Berserk series sort of as I was in the process of starting to make the transition into recovering from my eating disorder. And it really, the first chapter obviously was just like edgy. I love the Black Swordsman first chapter. I know it gets a lot of hate, but I absolutely love it. But just looking deeper into Guts as a character and learning his backstory in the Golden Age arc, really, it struck a chord with me, and like it made me, let me explain. It showed me that no matter what I can go through, the world can beat me down. It can absolutely just destroy me mentally. Anything can seem that it's against you, but you just have to keep fighting and keep putting one foot in front of the other. And seeing Guts go through absolute hell, go through absolute mental and physical torment, it really, it struck a chord with me, and I can safely say that it helped me in my recovery with my eating disorder, because seeing this character go through hell just like I did and keep on pushing through that hell, it really just made me believe that I could get through it as well. And just the ferocity of Guts to never stop, always put one foot in front of the other, and just keep on moving. I really personally connected with Guts. And one thing I also connected with Guts, I'm gonna add this on. I used to listen to a lot of music, and I still do listen to a lot of music. I love music. And I always listened to music during my eating disorder whenever I felt the need to just release emotion, to feel something, to just enjoy myself, any sort of thing to sort of get my mind off of what I was going through at the time. Watch anime, stuff like that. And I felt that that was my sword. I felt that music was really my sword. And that's another connection that I felt like I had with Guts. Guts has his sword, the Dragon Slayer, and it really, seeing him be so connected to one thing as much as I was connected to my music, it really showed me that I really connected with him. And I just felt that if this character, I know he's fictional, and like this is really weeby of me to get on here and just show how a fictional character really helped me through a tough time, but the way he kept his sword close and the way really connected with how I kept my music close. And anytime Guts felt any sort of anger, he'd go to his sword. Anytime he felt lonely, he'd go to his sword. Anytime he felt scared, he'd go to his sword. And just seeing the parallel of him to me was just some of the most beautiful stuff I have ever experienced in my life. And I love what the Berserk series has done for me. It has shown me that no matter what hardships you are going through in life, no matter anything, the world might be beating you down. It might be giving you hell. It might be just showing you the ugly side of the world and the ugly side of your life. Know that you can't stop. You have to keep going. And this story really taught me to not stop in my hell and keep going, keep pushing, keep trucking. Because Guts, he goes through physical and literal hell. He loses, he has Casca ripped away from him. He loses an arm, he loses an eye. His best friend betrays him. He has to see his entire team die in hell, and he's casted back in with this brand of sacrifice on his neck, and he just has to deal with demons every day, just like how I had to deal with demons every single day. And just seeing that, it really aided me, and it has also really helped me to keep going in my recovery and keep just striving to get better. Because I will be honest, I do relapse sometimes. There is times when I still don't feel good about myself, but I'd say it's about 80-20 to how I'm feeling. And I used to never show my face on my YouTube because of how I felt about my body, but now I feel like I can come in here and just show you guys whatever. And just seeing Guts struggle and deal with those demons, just like I was dealing with my mental demons, just really showed me that I can do anything. And anybody who's even thinking of getting into Berserk, who might also be in a very rough place right now, I will put up a disclaimer that it is a very, very rough series to get into. Not because it's bad or anything, it's a fucking masterpiece, but just because of this, it has a lot of touchy subject matter, both, touchy, but yeah, it has a lot of things that people, it might not appeal to everybody, so just a little disclaimer, but I highly recommend, if you guys want to give Berserk a try, you must. It is some of the most masterful storytelling in manga and in general. I mean, as you can see from beside me, I've got a shit ton of anime figures. I've got one of the Berserk volumes back there, which I have 6 out of the 10. And yeah, I really highly recommend you get into Berserk because Kentaro Miura crafted a story that I can safely say saved my life. Because I feel like without it, and without the countless things that it has inspired from the Dark Souls series, also aided me in my recovery as well, because of the same thing. Seeing this lonely little guy be put into a world full of monsters and demons and having to fight his way through, constantly get back down but rise back up, just it showed me that I can do the same. So I just need to thank Kentaro Miura for his amazing masterwork of a series, because without it, I seriously don't think I'd be here. I think I'd still be struggling, and I think that I would still be in the hell. I would still be experiencing my own version of the eclipse, and still having to fight the demons to this very day. And yeah, so anybody who wants to get into Berserk, you really need to, because it will change your life just as it has changed mine. But okay, enough of this, this emotional stuff. I looked over to the side and I realized that I needed to show this off, and I told you guys that I would show this off, but I needed to. So I'm gonna need to move my cat. Give me one moment. This thing is absolutely massive, so. Not only did Berserk save me from my mental health, but it also inspired me. I can't even fit it into the frame, it's massive, to buy the Dragon Slayer. Now I actually have a physical manifestation of Guts' weapon in this world, and I cannot believe that I own this. Like, it is some of the coolest anime merch that I own, and I just felt the need to show it off. But yes, guys, I just want to thank you all for watching this video and just sitting here and listening to me rant about how Berserk saved my life. And just, if any of you, seriously, if any of you guys are thinking about picking up Berserk or getting into Berserk, I swear to you, best manga you will ever read. Hands down, best manga you would ever read. Storytelling, art, visuals, everything about it is just amazing. But yes, I think it's time that I say goodbye because my cat's wanting to play with me. So I am Racer, and I will see you guys in whatever video I decide to upload next. Bye, guys.